Basically, he's seen every single style you can see, really. Boxers, he's been in there with everyone. And some he's won, some he's lost. But this Joseph Parker right now under Andy Lee is very, very good. Like, he's very good.
I don't think there's another heavyweight in the world doing what he's doing. Him and Ajay Caballero are the two in-form fighters. So yeah, he's been on great form and he's looking to continue that.
What kind of fight can we expect to see when he faces Fabio Wardley?
I think it'll be a firefight. I think both guys will let their hands go. Joe's punching hard too, so Wardley's dangerous, but I think it's going to catch fire, the fight.
How careful is he going to be in the later rounds to not switch off and just keep
Ain't going to be
focused?
no later rounds. It's going to be over with inside 2.
Bookies and all of that, look, they all have me as the underdog in this, which is, I think, quite refreshing for me, to be honest. I think it's been a long time where I've been kind of on the, I've been on that end of the stick. So yeah, look, it's pressure off for me. I know myself, I know my skills, I know my abilities. I've done my study and I know where Joe's got his weak points, and I'm looking to exploit those on Saturday night.
October 25th is getting closer and the boxing world is heating up. Joseph Parker is set to face Fabio Wardley in a massive #1 contender matchup, and both fighters are promising fireworks. Parker, the veteran in this clash, didn't hold back when asked about his mindset. He said cleanly that he's not here to play games, he's here to smash Fabio Wardley. For Parker, this isn't just another fight, it's about reminding the world that experience still beats hype.
How'd you go about beating someone like that where he may not even know what he's going to do?
Yeah.
Right. How'd you beat
Go in there
someone
and
like
smash him.
Yeah.
Just go in there and smash him and, take care of business. The way I know I can.
Victor Oladipo joined in on the pre-fight buzz, siding with Joseph Parker to take the win. He mentioned that Parker's experience and fight IQ make him the favorite heading into this one. According to Victor, Parker's been through it all: wars, championship nights, and comeback fights, and that kind of ring knowledge matters when the pressure's on.
Joseph Parker is still, again, at worst, the 3rd best heavyweight in the world. At worst. Joseph Parker's resume is incredible. Joseph Parker's been through the grind. He's seen the ups, he's seen the downs, he's seen the highs, he's seen the lows. That's experience. Like, Joseph Parker's got so much experience. Still only 33. It's only 3 years between these guys. 3 years between these guys. You'd think there's so much more. But look, I think you have to favor Joseph Parker. Like, you have to. As soon as this fight was announced, you're like, okay, one second. Joseph Parker's there and Fabio's there. 2 top 10 guys, don't get me wrong. But you have to favor.
Victor Oladipo didn't stop there. He went on to highlight that Parker has seen every possible style in boxing: slick movers, power punchers, and brawlers. His immense resume is what gives him the upper hand against Fabio Wardley. Victor said Fabio is tough and motivated, but you can't rush experience. Parker's been in deep waters before and he knows how to stay composed. In his opinion, Wardley is stepping into the ring with someone who's not just better, but far smarter in every exchange.
Basically, he's seen every single style you can see, really. Boxers, he's been in there with everyone. And some he's won, some he's lost. But this Joseph Parker right now under Andy Lee is very, very good. Like, he's very good.
Joseph coach added more fuel to the fire with a bold prediction. He said this fight wouldn't even last 2 rounds. According to him, Parker's power is on another level, and his timing has never been sharper. He claimed Fabio's defense wouldn't survive the first few exchanges once Parker lands clean.
I don't think there's another heavyweight in the world doing what he's doing. Him and Ajay Caballero are the 2 in-form fighters. So yeah, he's been on great form and he's looking to continue that.
What kind of fight can we expect to see when he faces Fabio Wardley?
I think it'll be a firefight. I think both guys will let their hands go. Joe's punching hard too, so Wardley's dangerous, but I think it's going to catch fire, the fight.
How careful is he going to be in the later rounds to not switch off and just
Ain't
keep
going to be
focused?
no later rounds. It's going to be over with inside 2.
The level of confidence in Parker's camp is sky high. They're not only preparing for Fabio Wardley, they're already eyeing Oleksandr Usyk for the world title next. For Parker, this fight isn't just about a win, it's about momentum. He wants to send a message that he's ready for championship gold again.
Just spoke to your man Joe Parker and he said, I will beat Oleksandr Usyk. What gives you the confidence that will happen as well, Andy?
Joe is the last challenge left. He can offer something that nobody else can. Craft, cleverness, doesn't take breaks, can fight the pace. it's a great challenge, and we just want to fight the best.
Fabio Wardley, however, isn't backing down one bit. He stood firm when asked about Parker's impressive resume. Fabio said he respects the names on Parker's list, but those are all fighters he believes he can beat too. He made it clear that the past doesn't scare him. He sees this fight as his chance to create his own legacy. Wardley believes that Parker's achievements don't mean anything once the bell rings, because when it's time to throw hands, records don't matter.
What would you have done against Wilder, saying Bacoli? How do you think you would have fared in those fights?
It's the same thing, under all the same circumstances. I'd have done the same thing. I believe I'd have knocked him out. I look at those three opponents and I don't think there's not one there that I wouldn't have stopped. I would have done the same thing. So, but that's not to take anything away from Joe. Look, it's credit to him. You can only beat the men in front of you.
Wardley also talked about the pressure, or rather the lack of it. He said all the talk of Parker being the favorite doesn't bother him at all. Fabio mentioned that he's fully confident in his own skill set and that his belief will carry him through the fight. According to him, everyone doubting him just fuels his drive. He said confidence isn't arrogance, it's preparation. Fabio knows what's at stake and believes this fight will prove that he belongs among the division's elite.
Bookies and all of that, look, they all have me as the underdog in this, which is, I think, quite refreshing for me, to be honest. I think it's been a long time where I've been kind of I've been on that end of the stick. So yeah, look, it's pressure off for me. I know myself, I know my skills, I know my abilities. I've done my study and I know where Joe's got his weak points, and I'm looking to exploit those on Saturday night.
Fabio Wardley then spoke about his fight with Justice Hooney and how that experience changed him. He said that battle exposed his weaknesses but also gave him the chance to fix them. Since then, he's been working non-stop, sharpening his technique and conditioning. He believes that loss taught him more than any win ever could. Fabio said he's coming into this fight smarter, stronger, and far more dangerous than before, and for him, every setback has only made him hungrier and tougher.
But yeah, look, on the night, it proved some different problems and different challenges, but I've said in the build-up to this, actually, looking back, it's done me the world of good, because say, look, I went through that fight, knocked him out in a round or two, got my hand raised, all great in the moment, but actually going through a tougher fight, more challenging opponent, someone who exposes some flaws in me, gives me a chance afterwards to sit down with the team and go, actually, you know what, we need to clean up X, Y, Z in my game, which takes me into this Joseph Parker fight, a well more rounded fighter.
Wardley added another interesting point: Parker's period of inactivity. He said that while Parker has the experience, time away from the ring can dull a fighter's rhythm. Fabio believes that's where he holds a small advantage. He said he's been active, fighting regularly and staying sharp. Wardley pointed out that Parker might start slow, giving him the perfect chance to take control early. He said experience is important, but timing and rhythm win fights, and he's bringing both in fight night.
Yeah, this is the thing. I think this probably adds to why the fight is so intriguing, because there is different points on both sides, and the most common thing obviously is Joe and his experience, but ultimately there's been a large period of inactivity for him. And
George Groves also threw his opinion into the mix, taking Fabio's side. He mentioned that Wardley's never give up attitude is his biggest weapon. Groves believes Fabio's determination and self-belief will help him rise above any adversity in the ring. He said Wardley reminds him of the old school warriors who fight with heart first and strategy second. Could lead to a huge upset on October 25th and shake up the heavyweight division completely.
He's got that never say quit attitude, and fighters will be fearful of that within him. The Honey fight, he was getting beat, and he caught him. He done the job, and I think he probably realises that, you know, he's doing well. He's done really well for himself. Fabio Wardley maybe boxing at a higher level than he ever thought he could. This is another step up, I think, against Joseph Parker.
Derek Chisora also spoke up and didn't mince words. He picked Fabio Wardley to win by knockout. Chisora said he sees raw hunger in Fabio's eyes, something every veteran can recognize. That Fabio's explosiveness would catch Parker off guard, and Fabio's success would symbolize that shift. For him, it's time for the underdog to become the headline name.
A prediction for the Joseph Parker and Fabio Wardley. I feel like Wardley wins this fight with a knockout. I don't know why I'm thinking of it, but it's just, you know, when you know, it's like that. It's like when you play the lottery and then you just get your numbers right. And I believe Fabio has got his numbers right now, because after his last performance, he's got something to prove. I know Fabio for a while, you know. Fabio's a little beast, and Joseph is a beast as well. But I believe that Fabio Wardley wins this fight with a knockout, it will stop Joseph Parker. Trust me on this.
Simon Jordan echoed the general public's excitement but offered a balanced take. He said, "The fans are leaning toward Fabio Wardley, but sometimes public hype doesn't match reality." Simon pointed out that boxing isn't always about predictions, it's about execution on the night. He said Fabio has the tools to win, but Parker's experience can't be overlooked. Jordan summed it up perfectly. This fight isn't about age or power, it's about who can stay disciplined and stick to their plan when pressure hits hardest.
Joe Parker. Because Joe Parker, in most people's eyes, will be expected to win this fight. Not his eyes, and perhaps not the reality of what will happen in the ring, because he keeps on finding a way to win. Every time you put him in against an opponent that people think is going to cause trouble for him, he finds a way to win.
Despite all the trash talk and predictions, both fighters have maintained genuine respect for each other. Even during their face-off, there wasn't an ounce of hostility. Parker praised Fabio for accepting the fight without hesitation, calling him a true fighter's fighter. It's rare to see this level of sportsmanship in such a high-stakes matchup. Both men understand that respect doesn't mean weakness, it means professionalism.
I'm very happy. I'm happy that he put up his hand. Like you said before, there are a lot of fighters that say they want to fight, but they fight anyone, but they're just saying it, you know? I think this is a good example of we will fight anyone. And even though we're in a good position, he's a WBA mandatory and WBO, but we're not going to sit around and wait.
Fabio Wardley also showed that same respect, saying he took this fight without a second thought. He knows the risks, but believes this is the necessary step to get closer to his dream fight against Oleksandr Usyk. Fabio said if he beats Parker, there will be no denying him a title shot. For him, this fight isn't just about glory, it's about proving to himself and the world that he belongs in the championship stage. The hunger in his words says it all.
But I have to ask, any hesitation at all in taking on Joseph Parker?
No, not at all, and that's not a slight on him at all. It's word to my ambition of that is the opportunity put in front of me, offered to me, is not one to say no to. Obviously, there's no overlooking the man in front of me at all, but past this fight is the Oleksandr Usyk fight, and that is a massive, that's not a massive fight, that is the fight, that is everything.
However, things recently took a sharp turn behind the scenes. Serious tension has started to rise, not between the fighters themselves, but between their teams. Reports suggest both camps have clashed over fight logistics, media scheduling, and even training access. What started as friendly competition has turned into heated rivalry outside the ring. If this energy carries into the fight, fans are in for an unforgettable war come October 25th.
Wilder, Zhang, Bacoli, in just over 12 months, can you think of a bit of a run in heavyweight boxing history to put those three away in about a year? There wouldn't be many better runs.
You're a prop up here. You know, you had to call in the big guns, Spence and Uncle Frank, to get Parker to the top level.
I think my career stands on its own against yours, brother.
Let's see.
All you can do is beat the men in front of you. I think it was the specific wording that I had a slight chuckle with, that David Higgins said. I think it was the best heavyweight run in history was maybe the
one
word.
Of the best. Those names would be
semantics.
Justice Honey.
This is heavyweight boxing at its finest. If you love these breakdowns and want more fight updates like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button because the best is yet to come.